Yeah, baby, no doubt.
Business has been really strong, Scott. Yeah, particularly from the local market. Naturally, you go through that honeymoon period when you first open a golf course, and there's that intrigue from all of the golfers, from those that live in the UAE, that they want to try the new Nicklaus design golf course, and being managed by Troon, there's always an expectation that the course condition is going to be world class, and Jack Nicklaus certainly designs magnificent golf courses around the world. So to be the first course in 6 years to open, that was always going to attract a lot of attention. And so we went through that honeymoon period, and what's pleasing to understand is that those that had played the course are coming back for more. We feel that to engage with the community, both living here in the UAE as well as abroad, videography is definitely a marketing strategy that has proven successful for us. We invested significantly into the equipment. So we certainly haven't done anything in half measures, but look, it started off with a match play between our two golf professionals, Martin Dewhurst and Jack Ronan, and the feedback that we were getting from all of the golfers out there was nothing but positive, in that they enjoy seeing a couple of pros out there playing, for one, but it really did showcase the course in its best light, and we started that initiative back in January earlier this year, and it's really grown from there. So now we're inviting general managers such as Chris Brown from the Els Club, and directors of golf Thomas Rourke from May Down the Track, all PGA professionals, and I think their job is quite an easy task when they come up and play a non-PGA professional. But look, we're having a bit of fun with the game. It's kept very light-hearted. I think that is also part of our strategy, that our feel out here is like we're very welcoming and engaging, and from a Troon perspective, I think they've recognised it as well, that it's almost setting a benchmark for other properties around the world to follow in the footsteps of what we're up to. Yeah, look, in all of our communication, we highlight the fact that we're a 25-minute drive from Dubai International Airport. So certainly those that are living here in the UAE, they're living around the Mirdif area, for example, and perhaps are used to playing the Al Bardias and the Dubai Creeks for all the right reasons. We are only sort of 25 to 30 minutes away from those facilities, and the feeling that I get from a lot of the golfers is that they're pleasantly surprised that, well, it's actually not that far away. Certainly we've been blessed with the environment that we've been given and the landscape. To have 1 million square metres of mangroves right on the course is a blessing. And the tidal system that is much talked about, whether you're playing the course when the tide is in or the tide is out. And certainly when the tide is in, it's unique, definitely, to this region. You've got tee boxes that are genuinely surrounded by water, and it's a real appealing feature of the golf course. Personally, I love the finishing holes here. 16, 17, 18 are for me up there with the best. The par threes, in saying that, are much talked about here as well. I think there's not a weak par three on the course. I don't think there's a weak hole on the course, but definitely 16, 17, 18 are my favourites. 16 is a short par four. You don't necessarily need to take driver off the tee box. You can hit an iron to leave yourself a wedge in. But it's quite a narrow fairway. You've got mangroves and that tidal system that does affect the hole all the way down the left-hand side. So accuracy is of paramount importance on hole 16, and then the approach shot. There's a massive green on the left-hand side, so you can't really bail out left. You can certainly bail out right, but to make your green in regulation, you need a fairly good short game to get your par. 17 is a much talked about par three here. It's quite a challenge off the back tees for the pros. It's well over 200 yards, so they're taking a 4 or even a 5 iron, depending on what the wind's up to on that particular day. But again, when the tide's in, it affects the right-hand side of the hole. So aesthetically, it looks stunning, but it presents a number of challenges there because it's well guarded by bunkers on the right-hand side of the green. But it's a fairly lengthy hole, depending on what the wind's up to. Again, it can be assisting or it can be defending the hole, but from a visual point of view, I think that's a magnificent golf hole here at Zorah. And then hole 18, finish on a par 5. Look, it's reachable in 2, definitely in the afternoon when the wind's helping, coming off the ocean. If you get your drive away and you're in play, you can go for that green in 2. It's a risk reward, which I think is always an important ingredient on a golf course to challenge the golfer as to whether they want to play conservatively or whether they want to, attack that hole and go for their eagle or their birdie. But yeah, the finishing holes are not only stunning, but they can present some challenges depending on the elements, but they're a lot of fun as well. Living in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, it's a fast-paced lifestyle, as we all know, in the UAE, but you come down to Ajman and you stay at one of the neighbouring hotels and you play a golf course which, the bird life and just the quietness and the tidal system and the mangrove element, we feel that we've got an amazing product here, and it's only going to get better moving forward.